Girl, I need you to pick up this phone, okay? We got a CBA deal for the W. We are gonna have a season. And also, did you hear that Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar? Girl, the man is fine. I don't know if you saw him on the red carpet, okay? And we gotta talk about our brackets for sure. Call me back. Girl.
So let's talk about it.
Hello, friend.
Hey, friend. Hey, everybody. Hope y'all are having a beautiful beginning to your Wednesday. It is time for Call Me Later. How you feeling this morning, friend?
Friend, I'm
What is
trying
so
my
funny?
best. I'm trying to get back to you.
Oh,
Women in
it's
tech.
okay.
Women in
Women
tech.
in tech. We are trying new things for the people. And the people will be very excited when they finally see me because y'all, there I
Wait, no, you were always there, I think.
am. Was I?
Yes. I wasn't
Okay.
there. I wasn't there.
Oh, well, here's the thing, because I could only see you. But anyway, you guys have to let me know what you think about the space buns, okay?
Yeah.
Because usually when I do a little twist out, it's just straight, or sometimes I might put it back in a little, and I feel like I look crazy. I
It's
saw a girl on
cute.
on my TikTok the other day with the little space buns, and I said, you know what? Let's try it. So, how cutie do I look?
I think very cutie. We can't hear the chat quite yet, but I think
That's
very
okay.
cutie.
Maybe we'll put up a poll. Actually, I don't want my feelings hurt. So maybe not.
Yeah, let's
Maybe not.
let's be reasonable. But no, I think they're cute. I think my opinion and your opinion are the only ones that matter.
In our house, you're absolutely correct. So thank you.
All right, friends, welcome to the number one pop culture and sports show for the girlies. This is Call Me Later. I'm Shantiana Keys,
And I'm Jalen Johnson.
and we're excited to be here with you. We got a new mic in the house, so we are just firing on all
Whoop,
cylinders,
whoop.
except for the technical aspect that I was trying something new. Didn't work out, but we're gonna get it together.
We're
But
keep
Jalen, what are
working
we
on it.
talking about today? Actually, no, we have to do our
Okay.
catch up.
Oh my gosh, yes. 30 seconds. You're going first because I went first last time. Do you want
Okay,
me to do the timer today?
yes, that would be
Okay.
lovely. Yeah,
Perfect. I'm
and 30
trying new
seconds.
things.
You keep shortening it. It was 60
Was it
seconds, Jayla.
60?
But that's okay. I don't
Okay.
have much to say. I don't have much to say
Okay, great.
because we're
So
gonna get
we're
into a
going to
lot.
do a 30-second timer. Are you
Okay.
ready?
I
Can you
am.
see it? Okay,
Yes.
ready, set, go.
I've been watching a lot of sports too. I watched the Oscars, which took up all of my Sunday, which was beautiful. I love the red carpet. I made what did I make? I made some red beans in the crock pot. Beautiful. Love that. I will throw some beans in
Mhm.
quickly. I started making eggplant parm last night, made my sauce last night. Um, Nothing really exciting. Oh, I made my bracket. So I'm ready to talk about that. All right. That's it.
All right, good job. Oh, now I got my sound on.
Oh no, that's me every time.
I have it on in the gym because when I do my little planks, I be needing to hear it. Cause as soon as I hear it, I be down. Okay.
You're like,
I
it's gotta
don't
be over.
want it.
It's gotta be over.
It's gotta be over. At about 10 seconds, I'm looking like, okay, this is enough. Okay.
Enough.
Mine's gonna be very short, but I'm starting right now.
Okay.
Since Wednesday, the only thing I've done is worked. I mean, Saturday. I worked Saturday before we started the show. I then worked Sunday. And then I doubled on Monday.
Woo.
I was working last night on St. Patrick's Day, which shout out to my people because I am 3% Irish.
Okay.
And today is my off day. So after I get done with the show, I'm going to the Jimmy Gym. I also made my bracket and watch Paradise. Okay.
Paradise. I watched it last night. So that okay. Yeah.
If y'all are not caught up on Paradise, bro, y'all got to
What are you
get
doing? What are
there.
you doing?
Was the end? Did you gasp?
I didn't because we had already talked about our theories. And so it
Mm,
was what I expected. And I expected oh boy at the end to be evil. So it was like I
mm,
I knew he was gonna try to sabotage.
mm.
And I knew that my boy was gonna prevail. So I'm trying not to give out too many details,
Yeah,
but
too many
bottom
details.
line, I didn't think she was gonna pop up like that, but
Ugh.
I also had a feeling we were gonna see her. So
when the ending of this past, I think this is episode 5. It's called Jane, so it's Jane's episode. I was in the bed and screamed a scrumped. I mean, scrumped a screamed. I've never scrumped before
That is a sentence I've never heard before.
because I'm an original baby. I'm one of one. It was insane. I was just so happy. It was like one of those screams paired with, when you get in the bed and you're just so happy and you just rub your feet together and you're so excited. That is what happened.
Okay.
That is what happened.
All right.
So I'm just
I don't know that I've done that before. Like,
I'm telling you, one of
Okay.
one is I don't,
but
I was just
we
so
have what?
excited.
One more episode? 2 episodes?
I think there's 2 more. Because was that 5 or was that 6?
I think that was 6.
Okay, so we should have 2 more. I think there's
Okay.
gonna be 8.
And they
So
got renewed.
and they got renewed for season 3.
Yay.
Shout out to Paradise. It's a
Shout out
wonderful
to Sterling
show.
K. Brown, always and forever.
Period. Shout out to St.
You saw
Louis.
that clip of him with Michelle Obama. Oh, I think we talked about it.
Oh yes, with Michelle Obama on the show and
yes,
his wife.
and he
Oh,
just is like
just
obsessed. And his wife is now on the show.
she is. She makes a special appearance, and when I saw her, I also scrumped a
Oh my gosh.
scream.
Yeah, Ryan Michelle Bath, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, my
Beautiful.
girl.
Love her. Okay, so let's get into what we're talking about today. Let's
Let's
talk
get into
about
it.
it.
We woke up to some news. We have
Yes.
a CBA deal. Obviously, the Oscars happened over the weekend. I'm rooting for everybody Black, so that's all
Always
I
and forever.
care about. March Madness is here. Technically started last night with a couple first 4 games for the men, which were both very exciting games. So that's very exciting. And we are doing a new segment today called Things We Saw on the Internet. And this won't be an every show type of thing. This will be, when we both find something that really we have a visceral reaction to, we'll bring it to you guys. So lots to talk about, but I think we should start with what happened overnight with the CBA deal.
Absolutely. I think that's the most pressing of the news.
Fight for your rights. Fight for your rights.
You had
Fight
to know it
for
was
your
coming.
rights. Woo! Yes.
I knew it was coming, but I mean, what, 100 hours that they put in over this
100
week?
hours of deliberation.
Well, not this week, I
and
guess.
I guess
Not-
over the past couple of
Right.
time, but
Yeah.
yeah, over 100 hours of deliberation. And they have finally come to an agreement. We do not have the specifics of the agreement yet, but I'm
Yeah.
sure whatever is to come is going to be more aligned with what we are expecting.
Yeah. I've seen a
Um,
couple of outlets. I don't know where the information is coming from, but somewhere closer to the average salary going toward, $500K. I also saw $1 million salaries. So I'm not sure where some of this information is coming from. These were reputable outlets. So,
Okay.
but they declined to share the details of the agreement when they came out of their negotiation at 3 a.m. to make this announcement. So,
Ooh, child. Fair enough. And I think they said they're waiting on like the actual for it to be typed up, for it to be signed.
Right.
Like after all this, you don't want to like, jump too early and jump the gun.
right. And there are
So
expansion drafts that have to happen, free agency for 100 players, which again was strategic. Players knew this was coming, and so they held off and they're free agents. And then the draft is supposed to be April 13th. I don't know that changes, but from what we can tell, nothing about the schedule for 2026 has changed. So
yeah.
training camp's supposed to be the 19th of April, followed by the preseason games April 25th. And then the season's supposed to start May 8th. So that's exciting news for W fans, but obviously a lot of moving parts still. And we had this cute little post.
Oh, look at them. They're like, we did it. That's
We
so
did.
exciting to
know.
see. And I know like obviously they're smiling and very happy in this picture, but I know this took a lot of work for them to get to where they got. And I just want to give a shout out to this group because they could have, when the deadline came up, said, "Ugh, God, we want to have a season so bad," and just
Right.
had the season. And so I think this speaks to, when you really stand for something and you really believe in something, it's worth fighting for it because after all that and after the deadline passing, shoot, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And we're still going to have no change in the schedule. So I just want to shout out these people and just say how thankful we are as W fans to, you
For
know, that
sure.
you stood your ground. And I want to read a statement from NECA, who is the WNBPA president. And she said, for the first time, player salaries are tied to a truly meaningful share of league revenue, driving exponential growth in the salary cap, increasing average compensation beyond $500,000, and raising the professional standard across facilities, staffing, and support. It strengthens housing and retirement and expands resources for family planning and parental leave. It redefines what it means to be a professional in this league, which I'm just really excited about. And we've been, you know, joking and stuff about it, but like this is a really big deal. And I think it's going to change the way that the W operates for years to come. And for girls that are, you know, young and in high school right now, it's going to look totally different for them, which is the point of growth and which is the point of forwarding of progress. So it's really
Yeah.
exciting.
And to add on to that, also sets a precedent for other women's sports. The W
Yes.
has always led the way in this conversation. And so for all the emerging, and I hate to say emerging, the growing women's sports leagues in our country, PWHL, NWSL, there's lacrosse, like all these different sports are going to benefit from this. And so I'm glad that the women were, you know, had the fortitude to kind of stay the course, demand what they needed. And I also wonder like I wonder what those conversations were like, if I'm being honest. Like, what did the W already have a number in mind that they're like, look, there ain't no way we going over this number? Like,
Mm.
I'm just curious, you know, preparation wise going in, like what was expected, what they thought the players would pay for. And then kind of what the players thought that the
Yeah.
league had no choice but to give them. So very interesting. Hopefully we'll get like a 30 for 30 on
I
at
was
some point.
literally just about to say that.
You and I, we're here, babe. We're
Me and
we're we're locked,
you, me and
we're
you.
locked, we're locked in. Fight
Oh,
for your rights.
fight for your rights. Fight for your
Oh
rights.
my gosh.
Fight for your
I know.
rights. Oh,
That
this
needs
is
to
just
be
so
like in
exciting.
our opening package at this
No,
point.
literally.
It's
Fight for your
been
rights,
said more
lady.
than the name of the show. And that's okay. And
That's
that
okay.
all right. Well,
That's
congratulations
okay.
to the women of the W. We will be out at some games this summer, so excited for that.
And just y'all just keep on pushing. We have 2 expansion teams happening this season. I'm waiting for my St. Louis expansion team. Jason
Of
Tatum has
course,
already
of
given
course.
y'all a call, so I just would like to also give y'all a call. I don't have any money towards it, but he
Is
has enough.
Jason Tatum from
So
St. Louis?
he is.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
have we not talked about this yet?
I
Oh no,
I
we did.
I take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
No, we did talk about this. Yeah. He has already said he would love for his city to get a W team. So
Okay.
I would love for us to get both. How about
I was
that?
about to say it's so
NBA.
funny that he's not even like worried about a NBA
You
team
know,
there.
and I just feel like we would do so well. But anyway, not the
Yeah.
point. But W, give us a call. I will come be your sideline reporter.
She
Easy.
will. Should
Easy.
be great.
And I'll be great.
Space buns or no space buns, she'll take. She'll take. Okay.
Hey.
All right. Let's move on to some more pop culture news. The Oscars.
The
honey.
Oscars.
So
Yeah.
the 98, did I make that up? Oscars
I
happened.
don't think you did.
I don't think
you
so
did.
either.
But
98th Oscars were this Sunday. They started
Mhm.
at 7. They ended at like 10:45. Okay. They were long. They cut
long.
some important speeches, but most importantly, I would love to talk about the winners from Sinners.
Yeah. Good. The winners
Oh,
from Sinners. Look at them. Look at
I
them.
I was so proud. Now, again, the most nominated film. They had 16 nominations. That was a record, and they only came away with 4. That was unfortunate. One battle after another, really cleaned up. Okay, haven't seen the movie. No, there was a lot of critique about it, but so thrilled for these 4, but mostly these 3. Like, what? And that's no shade to Ludwig. Like he's he's an ally. He's a real ally. And he's working with the people. But these three to get their first Oscar win, like
Yeah.
I mean, just historic in so many ways. So Ryan Coogler, he wins for best original screenplay for Sinners. Ludwig wins for best score, and then Audrey, and I don't want to butcher her name, so not Audrey, Autumn Derald Arkapaw won for best
That's a
cinematography,
name,
and
honey.
then sorry,
I said that's a name.
I know, right?
Mm.
And I think it might be like her maiden and her what do you call it?
Sir. No, sir is maiden. Married.
Maiden. Okay, whatever.
Maiden and
Clearly
married.
so abreast of these type of things. These are so relevant to my life, you know?
So relevant. Don't know. Will I hyphenate? Who knows? You know.
I was joking. You were being serious.
No, I'm saying like I don't even know what to think about that yet because I haven't thought about it. You know,
Which
like
is shocking to me.
you know, I can still shock you. I
You
gotta
can
keep
still
it
shock me.
spicy.
Okay. All right. So Autumn wins. She's the first woman. She's the first woman to win this award, period. She's the first woman of color to even be nominated. So, first woman of color to be nominated and win. We love that. During her beautiful speech, she says, you know, can all the women stand up in the room to be acknowledged? So there was a beautiful moment there with her. And Ryan like runs her son up to make sure he can see her from the stage. He has him like on his shoulder. Like, I want to work with Ryan Coogler. Not an actor. I'm not an actress.
No, literally, I will be a showrunner. What do you need me to do?
A showrunner? You want to
mean-
be a top dog.
Well, here's the thing: a coffee runner,
A coffee runner.
not a
I will
showrunner.
work catering for the movie.
Correct. I will help people get into their costumes.
Yes.
I will get everybody coffee. I will bring the vibes.
Yeah.
Vibe runner.
Vibe runner. You'd be great at that.
Thanks.
You really would be. Okay, so Autumn got that win. It was beautiful. And then Michael B. Jordan. All right. And of course, I clipped a little piece. Let's watch a little bit, okay? Because he's worth it.
He is worth it.
Well,
Michael B. Fine.
And the Oscar goes to Michael B. Jordan.
Boy back there.
This is the first Oscar win and nomination for Michael B. Jordan.
What Ryan was saying to his wife. Like he ran back to her. Tiana!
I'm getting chills.
Oh my God. Leo!
Man, God is good.
Yes, he
God
is.
is good. And
Okay. What?
I
Like-
could just cry.
I know. Like there were so many moments in this show that made me like even and we're gonna get to it, the Sinners performance. But yeah, Michael B. Jordan winning. First, y'all already know I had a smear campaign against Timothy Chalamet.
If anybody was leading it, it was Keys. Keys was not going.
I was not going about it, and I was gonna be sick. Like I usually record like big moments like that because sometimes you can like clip them and put them on the internet and it's whatever, it's content. I couldn't even record because I thought to myself, I'm either gonna be acting a doggone fool, okay, if he wins, and if he doesn't win, I'm gonna be looking stupid on his camera, really upset. Like I knew that there was one version, and neither version did I want to put on the internet. I was like, Like, I would be the sorest loser if this man does not win, and I don't have it in me to have that on wax in my
And that's
phone.
fair. And you can even tell when they called his name, the way his like chest, like it was just, I just, because, how do I put this? 9 times out of 10, we are deserving. 10 times out of 10.
Say
Honestly.
it.
That does not mean that we always get it.
Right.
Whatever it is, you can replace it with
Right.
lots of things. So I think it at award shows like that, I feel like, you know, Black people who are nominated always have this sigh of relief almost when it's like, oh, okay, I won. Like, you're always preparing yourself to be disappointed.
Right. No,
which
that's real.
is sad.
It is.
And
It's the Beyonce
yeah, her literal shock.
literal shock.
Beyonce, now if she knew, and people are like, she knew she was gonna win.
No.
Beyonce calculates everything. Y'all think if she knew she was gonna win Country Album of the Year, she would have been coming in right before the. Come on now, come on now, come on. Had a little
Grammys
wardrobe
just
malfunction going on. Her
Yeah.
husband had to tell her. He
Oh,
whispered
wait, I
something
don't
in her-
remember that. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
look at
she had.
that.
You remember that gold dress that she had
Yes.
on? There was like
Uh-huh.
a wire. It was kind of like the wire in it was, I think, popping out of one side. And so when
Interesting.
she turned around to hug him, he was like, and
Oh,
then she was like,
shoot.
"Oh, thank you." And then she walked on stage.
Okay, I
But
love that. Love that.
yeah, she wouldn't. Y'all think she would have walked in there with a wardrobe malfunction right before the child? Please, child, please.
Child, please.
Child, please. But yeah, I think there's always a bracing for disappointment, and you can physically see in his chest how it like relaxes when he hears his name because he's probably
Yeah.
holding his breath.
Well, and you've just been waiting around anticipating this, and there's been so much talk, even from the beginning of award season, right? Like, it
Yeah.
looked like Timmy had got out to a hot start and was going to take this. Like, all the conversation after what? What was the first one?
Actor? No, that was
No.
Reese.
Mercy. Golden
It was a
Globes.
Golden Globes.
Golden Globes might be TV.
Is that the
like,
first one?
girl, am I qualified to talk about this?
Yes, you
Anyway.
are. Yes, you are.
Golden Globes or something else. He got out to the hot start, and so it looked like he was going to take it home. And Critics' Choice, maybe
Because isn't
Critics'
it
Choice.
Emmys are TV, right?
Emmys are TV, but Golden Globes might be both. Okay, so since neither of
See?
us know what we're talking about,
You're
let's
qualified. Baby, I
yeah.
don't. The award season is just a blur to me. All I know is the Oscars.
No, I
and
love the award
Grammys.
season, but order of them and who does what, not always my strong suit. But bottom line is, Timmy got out. He looked like he was going to be the early leader, and that was all the conversation. The final coronation of this man who stood up in front of everybody last year and said, "I want to be the greatest." All right, he Muhammad Ali'd it, you know.
And
And
we know that Keys took offense to that.
it's hard. Okay. It's hard. I think it's a complicated conversation. I think I did not like, because of who he is, for him to take that stance. I don't think
And
I'm
that's fair.
always opposed to that stance in general, because again, when I watched Denzel say the same thing in his speech, I didn't feel that same way. But
Yeah.
I also understand the obstacles that Denzel Washington is up against when he says that. I understand what
Correct.
Muhammad Ali is up against when he says that. Timothy Chalamet, I'm so sorry. I don't know what obstacles you're. The only blueprint you really have for something like a Timothy Chalamet and the obstacles he's got to overcome as an actor to be the best is a Leonardo DiCaprio. Like,
Who is
which I felt bad for him, yeah, when he was like, 45, and we're looking at him like, okay, is he ever gonna win? I actually don't know how old he was, but because he was putting in great performances over his career and he had been doing it forever.
he
But
should have
that's
got one for
also true of
Titanic.
Michael B. Jordan. And I think
Yeah.
people are missing that.
Yeah.
That like in all these edits, you realize like this man has been at it since he was a kid too.
Yeah. And
And
people
he's
talk
pushing
about
forward.
like Creed being the beginning. Baby.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Can we talk about, even if we don't want to go all the way back to childhood, Fruitvale Station should have earned him something.
Right. Well,
Baby, I could only
Babe-
watch that once.
one time. Oh,
one
yeah, so
time.
we're on the same page about that, 'cause
Yeah, that's
honey,
one of those you can only watch it one
never
time.
again,
Same
never
thing
again.
with, like, oh,
Is it
what's
that
that?
Netflix thing?
No, it's the movie where the baby's the window.
Oh, honey, no, 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 I've never seen it, never
Oh,
seen
you've
it.
never seen it?
Is this with Janet Jackson
Yes,
for Color Girls?
for Color Girls.
Baby,
Only
that's
one.
something I know I don't need to see.
Yeah.
That, Precious, like,
Boy in the Striped Pajamas, one
never
time.
seen that.
Oof, tough, tough.
There was
Now, I will say Boy in the Striped Pajamas, it's, like, sad and uncomfy for sure. I think I could
yeah,
probably watch that one again, but Fruitvale Station and For Color Girls, like,
yeah,
that's
there's
one of
something
my
about
go-to.
a trauma movie that listen, you can count me all the way out.
No,
I'm
that's
not
fair.
and I'm upset if I get coaxed into one of those, like, not
Mm,
by somebody, but, like, if they drop that on you in the movie, I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah, no. Count me
And
out. I'm over it. I will slander this movie till the end of time."
Keys does feel very, very strongly about trauma and scary. She texted me and asked if she should stop Paradise at night and start it
Yeah.
again in the daytime because she wanted to know if the ending was scary. And that's okay.
Listen, I am very grown. I'm a
Yeah.
very grown up, and one, I've known myself a long time, you
Yeah.
know? I know what I can and cannot handle. That's being the first thing. But 2, like, all this free will that I have, I just don't have to participate. I could participate in the daytime, maybe, depending on what it is, which is why I would see Sinners when there was still light out, you know?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, you gotta know yourself, and I've
You
always,
do.
even as a kid, like, movies just hang on me. Even, like, The Titanic. The Titanic
Oh.
hung on me for, like, 4 days straight, even as an adult. Like, I'm going to work talking about, "Can y'all believe that?" Like, I'm talking to grown-ups about Titanic in the year 2016. You know what
That's
I'm
one of
saying?
my favorite movies of all
It's
time.
beautiful, but there's something so emotionally taxing about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to watch it in parts. Like, anytime when if it comes on TV and it's, like, at the beginning, I'm like, "Ugh, I don't know if I'll be able to make it through the whole thing."
Well, first of all, on TV, you got all those commercials, and that just is not
And
something
that's
I'm
just too
interested
much. We had the DVD, or was it DVD or was it cassette? No, it was DVD. It was DVD.
in.
The
Okay.
2 it was like two-parter because it's so long. And baby, let me tell you, that, the Temptations movie, and,
Say Crooklyn.
no, Annie, stay out the way. Anytime we went to Blockbuster, my dad didn't even have to ask me what I wanted. Baby, run Annie up to the counter and let's stop playing these
Like the
games.
old one.
Like the old one.
Yeah, no, that is a classic. I should
So
revisit that.
good.
That one's a good
Oh,
one.
so
Yeah.
good. And I would be in the
So
living room like,
I could see that.
yeah. I
Doing the
played
musical
0
numbers, I
games.
could see you doing that.
I played 0 games, and the Temptations movie was so bad that my parents hid it from me and said that it broke, that the tape broke. And I
Now
found it.
listen, that one is absolutely a Black family classic, it feels
Oh,
like, because it played at my grandma's house, like, dang near every time I was there. It
and
was
you
like,
watched it every
are there
time.
only 2 movies in the house,
Mhm.
Crooklyn and Temptations? Because it really felt that way.
I found the Temptations video, years later in the basement, perfectly fine. It was not broken. I was lied to and deceived. And I will never let my mother forget this. She's like, "I don't even remember that." I bet you don't. I bet you don't.
It
I
is
bet
so
you
funny,
suppressed
like,
it.
kids remember that type of stuff.
Oh, because I was sick. "Oh, it's broken." Like, they told me the little tape came out of it. They're like, "It's
That's
probably because you played it too much." And then
and
tried to
they
put it
tried to
on
blame you.
me.
No.
I'm still angry about
Oh my god. No, that's actually hilarious. Now, another, again, trauma-inducing movie for me.
Uh-oh.
Um, what's his name? Paul? What was
Are you about to say Fast and Furious?
no, 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 no. I'm talking about the Temptations.
Oh. I thought you were about to say Paul Walker.
No, but why did I feel like his name was Paul? I'm gonna Google it because now I feel
You talking
stupid.
about Blue when he dies in the kitchen?
No,
Oh.
but that was sad. But like as a kid,
Oh,
like
you're talking about yeah, you are talking about Paul.
his name Paul.
Paul?
Yeah,
What happened to him?
he dies in the car,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
babe. As a kid, that was just too much for me.
Yeah.
And
they
even
showed
today,
the
that would like rock me. So it just, as a
Yeah.
kid, I had no business whatsoever.
But
Sorry, I
great
don't know all
movie.
the names of the Temptations. I'm sure if I thought hard enough about the movie and started quoting it, I probably could have gotten there.
Oh,
But
yeah, you'd get there, honey. You'd get there.
you get there. Okay, and
Love the
then
Temptations.
there's I wanna well, I thought I pulled it. Never mind. I had the performance
It was
of
so well done.
For singers. Actually, no, maybe I just pulled the photos. So Miles Caton, he delivers a beautiful performance of "I Lied to You," which if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It's just
Yeah.
one of those things where it's hard to describe. It's the Pierce the Veil scene from Sinners. So if you've seen Sinners, and so there's all these artists with different instruments, different types of movement, different cultural references, and Misty Copeland is one of those. And
Yeah.
everybody thought that this was all related to Timothy Chalamet, and that was kind of the surface level idea behind it. And that was just not the case.
No. There was a
She
ballerina in the movie.
Right. And apparently that ballerina was supposed to represent Missy Copeland even in the movie. So
I did not know
there's
that.
because of the outfit, I guess, that she's wearing, and then she was wearing a the outfit from a Harlem production, maybe the Harlem Ballet.
Mhm.
But bottom line, people who know ballet and know the story, they were like, no, this is absolutely related to that. And no, they didn't pull this together in a matter of days after she came off of hip surgery. So loved seeing her get her flowers because she just retired
Yeah.
a couple months ago. And so for her to get on the stage, one of the biggest stages in the world, and be applauded in front of Timothy Chalamet, that is beautiful. So
Yeah.
um,
It was a gorgeous performance. She looked
was.
great. You would not if you didn't know she just had surgery, you wouldn't have known. She
Yeah.
looked
No,
stunning, and the whole performance was so well done. I think I was as mesmerized, probably more at the performance as I was at the scene in the movie. And I remember being in the movie and watching the scene and being like, this might be one of the greatest movies of all time. And so to remember how I felt then and come to it now, it not winning Best Picture feels
oh,
it feels kind of like, how did this not win? But again, I have not seen One Battle After Another. I'm sure it was great. But what I will say is that I think it was Jamel Hill that made the comment on her show with Carrie Champion that people are gonna rewatch Sinners. Like that's in
yeah.
20 years,
Yeah.
that's it'll be in my household. Okay.
And Ryan will be getting paid from it, and Ryan's
Paid.
kids will be getting paid from it.
I don't know the longevity of One Battle After Another. Again, have not seen it. So I guess we'll see. We'll both be alive in 20 years, so we'll have to have the conversation again.
Let's do it.
And
Let's meet right back here.
right
Call
back
me later.
here.
We'll be right here.
In 20 years to
Ugh.
see, is your household watching One Battle After Another or Sinners or both or neither?
Right. Well, and you think about it, like I can see Sinners being played in the same way that we're talking about when you were a kid and me going to my grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I can see that. Like
correct.
though it's a horror film, I can see that being thrown on the TV in the middle of the day. Like so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good on Ryan Coogler. He gets the rights back. And so, like I said, they will be getting paid from that movie forever and ever. And that's a beautiful thing. And it's groundbreaking. And some people say maybe it played a role in how the Academy wanted to reward or not reward him. Right. So, because it's never been done. And people, feel a way about people in the industry. They want the industry to stay the same people to
Yeah.
make the money, same people to make the decisions and be the gatekeepers. So, but we're so thrilled for Sinners
Yeah.
based on how we went into the award season and things were not looking good for them to win, and then to come out and have four Oscars. It's beautiful.
That's beautiful. I also want to put a pin on this. Shout out to the Coogler household,
Yeah.
because his wife, every time he gets the chance, he speaks
Yes.
life into
Yes.
his wife and what she has meant to his creative process and his success. And she worked on the movie as a producer, and so I think it just speaks to how much he loves his wife and just
And building something with somebody.
Yes. Yeah.
Like those are
Yes.
they're partners in the business that they have. They have one other there's a third partner. I think Sev, I think is his name, but bottom line, like they have a production company and she is heavily involved in all the things. And so
Yeah.
he never not he every opportunity, like you said, he brings her name up, makes sure that everybody knows like she was a part of this too. It wasn't just me. I can't do what I do without her. He gave a shout out to his kids, which I love too. Like it just shout out Ryan Coogler.
Shout out to the Black Family Unit. How about that?
Yes. Okay.
Come on, fighting
Let's
people.
move on. We're gonna have to briefly go through our March Madness because we are coming toward the end of the show. But what were
true.
your major high points? Who you got winning? What you got going on?
So for the women's bracket, I have all number 1 seeds going to the Final Four. I know that's probably
Yeah.
gonna bite me in the butt.
I fear I do too. And yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna bite me in the butt. But I do have South Carolina coming out on top. If anybody's surprised, probably not.
How many brackets did you make?
I've only made one for each right now. I've made my head bracket for the women. I've made my heart bracket for the men. Obviously, Mizzou wins.
Okay.
And I have to wait on a couple of first 4 games because I do think that will impact my men's bracket a little bit more than it will impact my women's bracket.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Just to the second round, not like far. But yeah, so I've only made one for the women's. I probably will make a heart bracket for the women. Spoiler alert, it's still gonna have South Carolina winning.
I know. But I've been back and forth about it, and I haven't seen enough of UCLA to have an educated choice about them right now. So I need to go watch something from them so that I can feel better about my bracket. But I've had multiple winners at this point because I've made several brackets. So
how many is several?
Well, different platforms. So I made one on the Gist. I made like 3 on ESPN so far. I have South Carolina in one, I have UConn in another, and then there is a world where I think UConn and Texas meet. And then I think that could get scary. So
yeah,
I don't think any of the 1 seeds are unbeatable, and that's a great thing for the women's tournament. I think that there are some 2 seeds that could take down some 1 seed. So it's going to get interesting here. I think LSU, if they get their act together, can pull some upsets. I think Duke at the 3 line, that's a tough draw, but like they could beat LSU to get out. And I can't remember who the 1 seed is in there, but
I think it's UCLA. I think LSU has UCLA. I want to think.
Okay. Like I said, and I haven't seen enough UCLA because what I saw from them earlier in the season, I saw a balanced guards attack, and of course you got Lauren Betts inside, like that's a big deal. But I think Texas has the size to combat a Lauren Betts. I think guards wise, like I'm not fully sold on UConn at every single spot. So I don't know. I gotta watch a little more and get back to my bracket, and I'll just make a 5th bracket.
I have to make one for the Gist. But I hate that potentially we are getting South Carolina, UConn in the Final Four. I really would have loved that to be a championship matchup. However, I think what I will say is that, again, same sentiment about UCLA. I have not honestly watched them enough this year. obviously we saw all 4 of these teams at the Final Four last
Yeah.
year. They're very different teams this year. I think every team has an X factor, and it's different for, I think, all teams. It's different, like it's a mix of positions. Like Sarah's strong on UConn, and people are obviously going to say AZ Foot as well. I think on South Carolina, you have to talk about Raven Johnson. She has been there before. She is going to be able to be floor general, but also experience-wise. UCLA, it's Lauren Betts. And then with Texas, Maddie Scott. And then, I just think the top 4 seeds, the 1 seeds are just so good.
Yeah.
So obviously, like you said, Tulane, LSU, once they get rolling, they could do a little
Make something shake. Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm excited about the tournament. I want Ole Miss to do well. I think that Tennessee is not going to win a game. I think they lose their first game. I do have them losing their first game.
Wait, who is their first game?
NC State.
Oh, yeah. I have that one too.
Yeah.
Now, is there a world where Tennessee wins? Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They just haven't given me anything to be
right. Yeah.
Why would I pick you guys right now? Yeah. Respectfully, like the end of their season did not end well. And they just don't look unified. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about the women's. Now, in what the men are doing, we decided to put this into one thing because obviously Keys has no clue what's going on in the men's bracket.
I did make a men's bracket though. Just
okay.
I made 4.
Oh, period.
Period.
Did you just pick them out of the bowl, like you said in your just?
No, a little more calculated in that. Like I just did the quick bracket, smart analysis, and then I just kind of plug and played what I felt in my heart. But yeah, I think I made 3 to 4. So.
And who were your winners in those? Do you remember?
I think I've got maybe like a Duke, maybe I got a UConn. I think I have there's one other 1 seed that I
in Arizona or Houston.
Maybe I would have to look. But yeah, it wasn't any like crazy choice. It was a 1 or 2 seed for every one of them.
That's fair. I will go quickly in my what are the men's doing, just like little nuggets from this bracket that I thought were interesting. The East region is stacked, crazy world. Coach Self, Coach Izzo, Coach Patino, all in the same region. Duke is also in that region. I respect John Shire, but I'm not going to put his name in the same sentence as Bill Self, Tom Izzo, and Rick Pitino. He just has not done. I know the graphics are having him. Oh, they're all in the same region. Those are the 3 that I'm like, dang, wild. So they are all in the East region. Mizzou is in MIZZOU.
Oh my
they
gosh.
will be playing the University of Miami. And they're playing in St. Louis, which is great because I'm going to be home this weekend. So hopefully trying to get a ticket, but they want $600 for nosebleeds. I won't be doing that. So I might just go. Yeah, I might just go around the arena to be in the atmosphere, but picking them to win the first game, obviously. Second game will be a matchup against either Purdue or Queens from North Carolina, which is their first time being in the NCAA tournament. So shout out to them. And I think my champ game that I have for the men's is Arizona Houston.
Okay.
So I would love for Houston to take it. Arizona's been really, really good. And yeah.
Go men's sports.
Yes, go men's
sports.
We love them too.
They also play basketball.
They also play
basketball. All right. So we're wrapping up our March Madness segment, but we are moving to things we saw on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll let you go first. I'll play your clip and then you kind of give us a rundown.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of people say, if you get pregnant, I'm unfollowing you. If you get engaged, I'm unfollowing you. We used to be a community. Like, what happened to us being able to share in each other's joy, share in sisterhood? And that's the point that I'm trying to make. We will often complain about not having community, not having real friendship. Why isn't anyone being like it was in Friends and Girlfriends and this and that? This is why, guys. This is why. it's not fun to be in community with a lot of you. And I think that we need to like take a hard look in the mirror and humble ourselves a little bit and just like really dig deep and find out why is that? Why do we always feel so combative and so negative towards other people's joy and progress throughout life?
Mm. Yeah, Cammy.
Yeah, Kimmy.
And all of y'all should be ashamed.
Oh,
Ashamed. I have seen this rhetoric on TikTok so much. And my issue is, and I feel very strongly about this.
I see that.
I think there are a couple things happening here. One, everybody needs to go outside and touch grass because the parasocial relationships are getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
You should have your own community, not the community, not just, and let me say, you can make community on TikTok. We've been making community on social media for years. It's not a new thing.
Right.
However, it shouldn't be your own community, and you don't really know these people. Y'all don't know Cammy Crawford. None of us do. We are not going to be in her wedding. We are not being invited to her wedding. We will not meet her children. We will not meet that man. We are not her friends. You are not her friend. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Second thing that I want us to get away from, women, I'm talking to you, and y'all know I love women. We cannot scream that we are feminist or that we are girls. And then when a woman is happy about something in her life that has to do with a man, we dog her. That's not being a girl's girl when you're deciding that the only thing that matters in a woman's life means it has to be separate from a man. I understand that, we do have some women that are like, my man, which is me.
Very much.
Very much. And I have no shame because my man is a great man. However, y'all can't say we support women and and their choices and their choices and their choices. You have a choice, you have a right. But then when she decides to turn her page into more relationship content, or she's getting married, or she gets engaged and now she wants to talk about her wedding and her proposal and all the things, or she gets pregnant, now it's like, ugh, I'm unfollowing you.
Okay.
Whoa.
I do think, okay, so I think we are in different camps on this.
Okay.
Not in that I don't hear anything wrong in what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I am also not somebody who unfollows somebody because they have this new life change and
Yeah.
But I think there is a part of this where your content changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, at a certain point, if it's not relatable to me or aspirational to me, like I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
There are some people who, again, like comparison is a thief of joy, and so they are going, this is a life that I wanted, or at a time in my life I wanted, being pregnant, being engaged, planning a wedding, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this is too painful, or this is pressing in a wound that I have and I need to move on. Now, should that be a negative response? You shouldn't be in somebody's comments going crazy. But removing yourself from that situation, I don't think there's harm in that. Like, I think you have to make choices for yourself. But like the idea of not being happy for people, I mean, I think that is a very valid point.
Yeah.
That is like being in community with people who are excited for you. That's great. Now, if you're a fan of Cammy and now you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, you're so different. It's like, what is the Jay-Z quote? Like, basically, like, you're not trying to say the same.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You just wanted me to be the same person forever. Like, that's
Forever.
crazy. So, I hear what you're saying. And you know me, I'm usually, I am the feminist who's like, who needs a man when we got each other? And anyways, so.
And truly, I'ma always need my girly pops, okay?
Girly
and
pops.
I'm never gonna be the one to leave my girly pops because baby, I need my girly pops. But I just want people to be, because I have, and specifically in Cammy's comments, and I think a lot in Jordan Woods as well, when the engagement was put on the internet, people in the comments like, no, we lost another one, like da-da-da-da.
Lost her from where?
Lost her from where? They weren't single. So let's start
Right.
there. They weren't single women to start off.
Yeah.
And some people have that idea, you're single till you're married, whatever. Okay. But I just want us to be very careful about, because I'm sure if Cammie was like, y'all, I'm about to go back to school, everybody would be like, oh, go get your
Right.
education, like da da da, big
Yeah.
life change. We're so excited. But because it has to do with the man and getting married, and she spoke about, really wanting kids and all these things, now it's like, oh, we lost another one. Like, this is the worst thing. Like, I can't do. Y'all have to stop. Y'all have to stop, because you can have, like you said, Keys, if it's too hard for you, if you're having trouble, if you haven't been in a relationship and it's something you really want, I get removing yourself because it's too painful to see.
Yeah.
I get that. But you don't, like Cammie was saying, have to be negative to people about things in their life that they're really excited about, or things in their life that they want to celebrate.
Now, and I think that there's also a difference in that. And of course, for me, it always comes back to the patriarchy. Like
Of course.
at a certain point, at a certain point, women, the world, people are treating those type of accomplishments or those type of life events as accomplishments. And so in
Yeah.
education, that feels like an actual accomplishment. A woman being pregnant, though beautiful, great, awesome, not sure that it should be called an accomplishment. It's a beautiful thing to raise a child, and you should feel proud and accomplished by that, raising a great child and doing the things
Mhm.
well. But being married, that's not an accomplishment. Beautiful thing. Glad you found your life partner. Hope all of that works out. Accomplishment, I think, is a tough word to place on that. And I think
I
maybe,
think go ahead.
yeah. Well, it's hard for me to see it as that. So be happy, and I want you to feel like the joy of all of that, because it can be something you look forward to forever. But as something that like worked for, earned, I feel like that's hard for me where I am in life to feel like it should be propped up in such a way.
Mm. I see what you're saying. I think that accomplishment looks different for everybody, because some people will say that school is not an accomplishment, because some people are very much like college is a scam and you don't need school and da
Yeah,
da da
yeah.
da 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 da. So I think it all comes down to like what you really value in life and like what you want. Like if you really if you were infertile and being pregnant could really be an accomplishment, or if you just felt like you were never going to get married because you had such bad relationships and da 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 da, finding someone who you really love and like really loves you back could feel like an accomplishment to you. I just think that we can't demean what people care about because it's not something that's in our purview, or because it's not something that we have thought about. Like there are a lot of things that I have never dreamed about doing that sometimes I see people on TikTok and they're so excited about it. And I'm like, that is so good. I'm so
Yeah.
glad you reached that goal for yourself.
Well, just I think a general rule of thumb is like don't yuck anybody's yum. Like and
Thank you.
that's the reality. And so like I said, though I don't see someone having a baby or getting engaged or, as an accomplishment, that doesn't mean I'm going to hop in their comments and say something about what they deem to be joyful about. Like let
Correct.
people be joyful in a
But there's
world
enough
where we're having a hard time finding it, you know?
Come on. There's enough sadness. So just be happy. And if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything. Like
Fact.
that's
Fact.
the
Just quietly
simplest way.
unfollow or mute if that's what you got to do. I just think it just doesn't have to be this deep. Like the
Correct.
fact that Cammie had to make a video about it shows me that there are,
It's too many of y'all.
yeah, it's too many people. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's my thing I saw on the internet that I had a very strong reaction to.
Okay. Well, because we are running short on time, I think I want to make my thing on the internet my Malibu. Okay.
Oh, are we doing
So,
Malibu today, or do we want to save it for Saturday?
oh wait, do we not do Malibu on Wednesday?
Malibu's a Saturday Kiki.
Oh, okay. Well then I will move. Okay. Okay, fine. So we'll move
But
straight to,
we can. This is our show, so we can do whatever we want.
we can do whatever we want. No, we'll move to shout outs to
Okay.
wrap up.
Bet.
So my shout out today is to Zendaya, because Well, is it? Y'all can't see it. Y'all can't see it. Let's see if I
We
can.
could see the dress though. We could see the dress.
You can see just the dress. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pull that very zoomed in version. Boom. Love that. Zendaya wore the same dress from her for her being on the Oscars red carpet in 2015. Okay, so more than 10 years ago, she's on the Oscars red carpet. She wore the same dress that she wore then for her premiere in LA. And so shout out to her, just being a fashion icon, having us like waiting to see what she's gonna wear, pulling archival pieces that have meaning. And you can't see this in the photo, but this is the same day that she wore the faux locks. And Juliana Rancic on the carpet was like, you know, she probably smells like whatever and weed, right? And that was kind of a big point in her career too. I remember that being a big conversation, her being in the mainstream. And then obviously Juliana Rancic was, you know, people came for her, right? But in light of what just happened at the Oscars with Chase Infinity and somebody saying her hair was kind of undone, and I have to go back and watch because I was watching live. I heard it and it did strike me as odd.
Yeah.
But I also haven't
She had
gone
what,
back to
boho
kind of dissect it.
braids?
She had boho braids and they're very cute, very cute. You
Very
know,
cute.
she might have just meant, right? Like some of it was braided and some of it wasn't. That's me trying to give benefit of the doubt because I do respect this person's work, but I also need to go back and listen because again, it was kind of in the background while I was listening or watching the red carpet coverage. So I need to come back with a more fleshed out idea of what she meant and what she said. She usually doesn't have these type of fumbles, but hey, I can never put it past anybody. Do you have a shout out?
I do have a shout out. I also want to shout out to Zendaya for being able to fit in the same dress 10 years later.
Penny, like, do you think it's? I mean, it looks quite
the
similar.
exact same. And she said it was her something old.
Right.
That.
So are we gonna get something blue or not?
Something old, something blue, something new.
I mean, that's out of order, but yes.
Yeah, it's out of order, but y'all know what I mean.
It's okay. It's all good.
My shout out is to Howard men's basketball. They won their first ever NCAA tournament game, 86-83 win over UMBC. So they are in the tournament and won their first ever tournament game. And it wouldn't be me if I didn't make a Mizzou connection. So I want to shout out Tremel Rags, who is one of their assistant coaches, who was my classmate while I was at Mizzou.
Oh, wow.
So
how cool.
Yes, he's in his second full season with Howard men's basketball. And he was a journalist for 10 years for the Washington Post and pivoted and took his skills from journalism into Howard and helped them. He was actually one of the first journalists that when their new head coach got there wanted to tell the story of that program. And so he was able to leverage that interest into a job position with them. And so he's been helping with their storytelling, but also an assistant coach for them. So that's very exciting. I'm very happy for Tremel and for Howard. And shout out HBCUs because we play basketball too.
We play basketball and
we play basketball
have to be a 16 seed.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. March Madness, by the time we come back, will be underway. And I'm excited for that. So we'll have lots to talk about on that front. And this is our 5th episode. Every time we have a new episode, I'm like, oh my God,
it's an
we're
accomplishment.
doing it.
We're doing it.
Now our audio is crisp and nothing makes my heart happier.
Crisp. Like an apple.
Yes. Well, guys, this has been Call Me Later. We will see you Saturday, we think.
Saturday.
All right. Bye.